Welcome back everyone. You join me just about to make a cup of tea, but some good news. At last, the nation has the news that we've been waiting for. Breaking news. 2 men have been charged over a fight with police at Manchester Airport, which happened before an officer was filmed stamping on a suspect's head. Brothers Mohammed Amaz, 20, and Mohammed Ahmad, 25, have been charged with assaulting police officers, the Crown prosecution said this morning. No charges have been brought against any police officers involved in the incident in July, it added. Mr Amaz and Mr Ahmed of Rochdale will appear at Liverpool Magistrates Court on the 16th of January. I'm surprised it's not the 20th actually. Social media footage emerged on the 23rd of July which showed an officer kicking a man in the head as he lay on the ground. CCTV footage later obtained by the Manchester Evening News showed the lead up to the incident. 3 Greater Manchester police officers are shown restraining a man at a car park ticketing machine before a fight ensues. The footage shows punches being thrown and a police officer tasering a man and another officer stamping on the man's head. This breaking news story is being updated and more details will be published shortly. So great news. At last, stick with me because I'm making myself a cuppa this morning. Great news, it's the charges that we've all been waiting for a very long time. And now the case is ongoing. Now there have been charges. I guess we cannot talk about the case itself, and we don't actually need to be fair. We don't actually need to talk about the case itself. But what we can ask, and it's a very serious question, a very clear question, is why did it take so long? Why has it taken we're coming up to almost half a year to charge these people when those involved in the summer discontent, shall we call it, the riots, if you want to call it that, why were those people charged, sent to jail in courts that were hastily convened and I believe run almost 24 hours a day to deal with those people? Why did it take so long for these brothers to be charged for a crime that seemed pretty cut and dried from the video evidence that we've seen? So that's the first question. Why has it taken so long? The second question is this. Was the delay because of the threats made outside of a Rochdale police station after those arrests were originally made? We've all seen, or most of us will have seen, the video where local men gathered and said that if they didn't get justice, there were going to be issues, there were going to be comebacks. Well, what do those comebacks look like? What does that mean? How seriously did the police take those threats? Were the police scared of the local community? Those are big questions. I believe they were. I believe they were running scared. The authorities were running scared of the reaction of certain members of the local community in Rochdale. Remember, time heals all wounds, so they say. And with this time thing, we've seen again and again recently, haven't we? The Axel Rudabakana issue with the Southport. Time. It seems the authorities want time, all the time, so that temperatures can lower, so that people start to forget and it doesn't matter quite so much anymore. Were they giving the local community in Rochdale more time to settle down so that their reaction wouldn't be as aggressive as it looked like it was going to be initially? And if that's the case, that's a very worrying situation that we're in. But the good news is these people have been charged. They will now appear in court on the 16th of January. And they should be, if found guilty, because now the crime is alleged, if found guilty, the sentences need to be appropriate. Well, what's appropriate? Well, let's weigh and compare them to the sentences of someone who, say, set a bin alight and pushed it towards a building. I mean, just about as stupid a crime as you can commit, right? And he was punished, and rightly so. But the length of the sentence was pretty harsh. Let's have a look how this pans out. And it seems to me that the authorities definitely fear one community more than another. Why is that? Why would that be? And is it acceptable? I don't think it is acceptable. We shouldn't be scared of any community. All communities should be treated the same. All communities should be dealt with in exactly the same fashion. Cool, that's all. But we've seen that over the last 6 or 8 months that isn't the case. I just wonder as well how much public pressure, public opinion, has swayed the CPS to eventually charge these two. Look, guys, I haven't got the answer. We're all entitled to our own beliefs, but I believe that this pair have definitely been treated differently as to those that were arrested during the riots in the summer, and I think that's now plain for everyone to see. Let's see how the trial pans out.